Hello everybody, welcome back to Simple Gaming Review. Today I am playing some Atari like I'm always doing, but this is not the Atari 2600 Plus, this is actually the My Arcade Atari Gamestation Pro. So I've been playing this for a while now, using the joystick and using the console itself. I have it on the color white right now. Looks very awesome, very premium. Love the lights on this. But I waited a few years until I actually finally got the Atari Gamestation Pro, and how do I feel about the system overall? Well, opening the package, I was actually very surprised with how big it is. I was actually expecting it to be a lot smaller, and I was also expecting it to feel kind of cheaply made. But overall, the console feels like a premium system. It doesn't really feel cheap or anything like that. It actually feels kind of heavy. I think they put some weights in there. The joystick is fantastic. I'm not really sure why people bitch so much about the joystick. Most of the reviews that are negative about the Atari Gamestation Pro, I disagree with like 1,000%. I really love the Atari Gamestation Pro. This actually might replace my 2600 Plus console. Not even joking. You get 200 built-in games plus bonus games. You get a very amazing joystick with it that I think is very great, very premium, and feels fantastic. And I think My Arcade just did a fantastic job. You also changed the lights to multiple colors. You got, let's see here. You got orange, as you can see. You got the rainbow, which is obviously a classic. Atari's always been rainbow. And then obviously you have white. But I think this is really cool though, because you can change the lights for it. It has orange, rainbow, and white. Controller feels premium. The console itself feels really, really good. This thing is very well built, very well made. The power button feels nice. The reset button feels good. I just really love this console. I'm not really sure why some people don't like this system. Some people who are big Atari fans have had some negative feedback on the joystick and stuff like that, but I actually like the joystick. I actually like how it feels looser than the original joysticks. If that makes sense, if you've ever used the original stick, it's pretty stiff, but overall, it's pretty great. You got your HDMI, your USB-C, which is always a great addition when these systems use USB-C, because everything nowadays should use that input. You got two USB-C ports on the front, so you can actually plug in a Xbox controller from the Series X, or you can actually plug in a PlayStation 5 controller and play these classic games with a more modern experience. But I decided to use the joystick because this is actually a fantastic joystick. The one thing I really like is that when you play Atari games, you typically always have to actually get off your ass and press the reset button or the select button. But this has the home button plus the select and reset, so I can just reset my games with the joystick wirelessly instead of having to, get off my ass and press the console. And it also has the select, which is very important because, games have different types of modes in them. So that was a major plus for me. But overall, though, the Atari Gamestation Pro, fantastic system. Comes with 200 built-in games. If you're somebody who wants one, they're actually pretty cheap right now and pretty affordable. Mine was $70 on Amazon. I got this yesterday and it came today. And yeah, I'm not really sure what else to say. It's a great system. It's a great option. If you're somebody looking for a retro experience, it's pretty awesome if you're an Atari fan. And it's actually a really good way to get into Atari. Like, if you don't want to buy the game cartridges, if you don't really want to spend money buying joysticks and cartridges and stuff like that, you can pick up the Atari Gamestation Pro. You can also put a SD card into your Atari Gamestation Pro, and you can play all these games within the console or the SD card. So It makes it a more, I'd say, an easier experience just to jump into Atari games. And it's, if you're somebody who likes digital games, or you just like having your games all in one place instead of having to buy physical games, it's perfect for that. I still love collecting, obviously. I got my games down there. But, like, the Atari Gamestation Pro is perfect, and it's a perfect way to experience these games, to get into these Atari games. And even if somebody's like a child, right? If you have a kid, but you don't really want them to play, let's say Fortnite, or you don't really want them to play a shooting game, right? You can just get your kids the Atari Gamestation Pro. It's perfect for adults and kids. It offers you a lot of fun. It's a great system. It's also very reliable, and it feels very well built. Like it's going to be a system that you have for a very long time. But anyway, My Arcade did a fantastic job with this console. It is an officially licensed console by Atari, but My Arcade are the people who made the system. And I gotta say, My Arcade really surprised me. It's a great option. It's a good pick-up-and-play experience. No Wi-Fi, no updates, no downloads. You just plug it in. You just plug it into a wall, to your TV, and you can jump right into the games. The controller actually comes with a paddle, so this actually moves back and forth for games like Breakout and stuff. Overall, this is a pretty damn great experience. It feels premium, plays very well, the emulation's great, and I'm not really sure why people bitch about this console. The Atari Gamestation Pro, the joystick's fantastic. The system feels premium and fantastic. There's some pretty negative videos out there. It's online. And it originally made me scared to buy the console. I was like, you know what? I've seen some negative reviews. I don't know if I should get this system. Decide to buy one. Just to experience it. It's a great system. This might end up being one of my favorite Atari consoles in my collection. Because it's such a great experience. I love it already. I'm going to be using it and playing it a little bit more. But anyway, I'm in the video. Hope you all enjoy. Leave a like. Comment down below what you think about the Atari Gamestation Pro. Let me know if you have one, or if you want to buy one. And yeah, leave a like. Hope you all have a lovely day or night. And the Atari Gamestation Pro is a pretty damn good premium console experience by My Arcade. Oh yeah.